My hat's off. First of all, congratulations to Gervonta Davis. You fought a hell of a fight. My hat's off to you. You had a great game plan, beautiful body shot. Ryan Garcia, we are proud of you. The world is proud of you. You made this fight happen. You wanted this fight, and I'm sure a lot of fighters will learn from you that you're daring to be great. But I do want to clarify why Bernard Hopkins and I weren't at the post-fight press conference. First of all, Bernard Hopkins was accused during the weigh-in of having testosterone cream on his hands and touching Gervonta Davis when he only wanted to help him because he was going to fall off the stage. So PBC, Gervonta's promoter, banned him from everything. He couldn't get inside the ring. He couldn't do anything during the promotion. And so as for myself, my security team told me, boss, we got to get the fuck out of here because I received death threats. You guys don't know this. I received death threats throughout the whole week, and they just said it was simply too dangerous, so we got out of there. And plus, Eric Gomez, who is my president, who was right there, front and center with Ryan Garcia, so there was no issue, no problems. This is all coming from all these PBC minions that are just attacking Ryan, attacking Golden Boy. But it's all good. It's all good. Ryan Garcia made this happen. Tank made this happen. We had a great fight. The best man won. My hat's off to you. And again, Tank Davis, you're a great fighter. Ryan Garcia, I have your back. Bernard has your back. We're with you 1,000%. And you will be back stronger than ever, better than ever. Guaranteed. Thank you.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one.
Epic moment at the end of a highly
Olympic gold
anticipated
medalist,
lightweight
6th division world
showdown
champion,
as Gervonta
Mexican-American superstar boxer, iconic Hall of Fame,
Ryan Garcia,
now
mom,
CEO and founder of Golden Boy Promotions,
she hugs
Oscar
him,
the Golden Boy, Dela Hoya.
He
takes
him and wishes him luck.
social
Epic.
media to explain his not being there, okay, for his fighter was going into this fight, a massive, mega pay-per-view showdown that Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, and his partner, another Hall of Fame iconic 2-division world champion, former undisputed middleweight world champion, superstar boxer, Bernard the Executioner, Alien B-Hop Hopkins, their fighter, they were going into this mega massive pay-per-view showdown with their fighter, then undefeated lightweight, junior welterweight, Mexican superstar title contender, King Ryan Garcia, who is 23 wins at the time, no losses, no draw, 19 wins by way of knockout, 24 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. He was facing off against the A-side. The A-side in this fight, an undefeated 3-division world champion who simultaneously held the WBA super title at super featherweight, the WBA regular title at lightweight and junior welterweight, superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, who went into the fight 28 wins, no losses, no draw, 26 big wins by way of knockout. He is 28 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. With that said, Gervonta Tank Davis is the clear A-side. Why? Because Ryan Garcia, he has a huge fan base that he's built up outside the sport of boxing. 9 million Instagram followers, not to mention Twitter, Twitch, and all types of other social media platforms that Ryan Garcia holds, okay? So with that said, Ryan Garcia, he came into this fight, as a big deal, and this is a big fight, but Ryan Garcia, he is the B-side, okay? Because Tank Davis has built his name and his reputation as the A-side in the sport of boxing. He has broken records for his fights at live gates at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, when he faced off against Rolando Rolly Romero. And then he also broke a record at the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. when he fought Hector Garcia January 7th, okay? So they left Ryan Garcia there. Ryan Garcia was the clear B-side because Gervonta Tank Davis has proven in the sport of boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis built up his reputation, his namesake, off of, you know, his accomplishments within the sport of boxing. Ryan Garcia has built up his namesake out of the sport of boxing and his brand. So he was the clear A side. So with that said, Ryan Garcia, he hasn't proven much in the ring. Gervonta Tank Davis is a 5-time world champion. He held the WBA super title at super featherweight, the IBF super title at super featherweight. He's a 3-division champion, okay? He held records for live gates when he fought Hector Garcia and Rolly Romero, as I stated. So he was the clear A side in this situation. Oscar Dela Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, they weren't the A side, okay? So Oscar Dela Hoya, now Ryan Garcia, he went into this fight, big deal, but not because of his accomplishments in the sport of boxing. So he was the clear B side. Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, they were not in control of this fight. And that's where everything went wrong. Now, Oscar De La Hoya is saying Bernard Hopkins, he was banned from all events because he was accused of touching Gervonta Tank Davis, the scuffle and the altercation at the weigh-in when they had the weigh-in and Oscar De La Hoya touched Gervonta Tank Davis, and they accused him of having testosterone on his hands, and so he was banned from all events. But with that said, the fight itself took place, and it really wasn't that close. The first round, I gave it to Ryan Garcia because Gervonta Tank Davis, it was a fill-out round. He just wasn't active. Second round, Ryan Garcia got clipped, he got dropped, and it was Gervonta Tank Davis. He was just sharper, more accurate. I gave him the rest of the rounds. And in the 7th round, he got Ryan Garcia with a counter left hook to the liver. Ryan Garcia couldn't recover, and he lost via knockout. After the fight, okay, Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, nor Hall of Fame well-renowned trainer Joe Goosen were in attendance. Joe Goosen trains Ryan Garcia, okay? Joe Goosen wasn't in attendance. Oscar De La Hoya wasn't in attendance. Neither was Bernard Hopkins. They left Ryan Garcia on the podium by himself up there on the podium, okay? And Ryan Garcia, as a constant profession he is, at 24 years of age, he stood on his square. He accepted all accountabilities for decisions he should or should not have made. He accepted accountability for being inexperienced going into this fight. He accepted accountability, you know, for making the mistakes in the ring that he made. You know, and his father, trainer, manager, Henry Garcia, they were up there. His mother was up there. And like the constant professions they are, they greeted Gervonta Tank Davis and his team. They greeted Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellerbe. They answered any question that was presented to them. They made up zero excuses about the rehydration clause, the catch weight. No excuses. The constant profession. So Oscar De La Hoya is stating that he got some threats. Also, you know, as part of the reason why he didn't show up, and his team and his security told him that they had to get out of there. It's not that serious, like he was the president of the United States or something. No, that's not the case. They left him up there, period. It was simply a power trip. They was out of control. They could not control what was going on because they were the B side. Ryan Garcia, they did not want him to accept. They said this on numerous occasions. Oscar De La Hoya said it was a mistake. Bernard Hopkins said he wished Ryan Garcia didn't accept all of the and concede to all of the demands made on their part. They weren't in control. They didn't want Ryan Garcia to do so. Ryan Garcia, being, you know, the competitive that he is, he wanted this fight and he pushed for this fight. And guess what? He got the fight. He came up short in the fight, but they didn't want him to take this fight to begin with. And so now Bernard Hopkins being banned from all events, saying he didn't want it to be a circus is why he didn't show up. Oscar De La Hoya is now saying that he got some serious threats that caused him not to show up, but they still back and still support Ryan Garcia. That's not support. They should have showed up through thick and thin, point blank and period. Like Oscar De La Hoya stated, he has super security around him. He could have just beefed up the security and went to the event and then left anyway, point blank and period, okay? That's what that boils down to. He could have beefed up the security and then he could have left. That's what it boiled down. So at the end of the day, it was a power trip. They wasn't happy with the results. They wasn't happy that Ryan Garcia conceded to everything, and they had to play ball with the PBC, Al Heyman, Showtime, Steven Espinosa, and Gervonta Tank Davis team. That's what it all boils down to, point blank and period. And they left that man up there, young man up there, high and dry is what they did. He showed up like the constant profession. Now Oscar De La Hoya is saying that he had his president, a Golden Boy, up there to represent. Well, the president of Golden Boy wasn't front and center throughout the build-up and doing interviews. That's just what it boils down to. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Blue. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. All one word. It's your boy. I'm going. Peace.